Hello, my name is Parker Jones, and this is the presentation of the app for I guess we're group 6, and we did what was called the story generator, and this is what the app looks like down here. And so we'll just click on that to open it up. Before we go forward looking at what the app does, our sponsor, basically what he was wanting was a way to kind of generate a random story and have him be able to manipulate certain parts of the story in terms of, I guess, certain likes of a character, name, gender, things like that. And so we have created that. So I guess that also answers the question of the purpose of this app. It's so that you can create a random story um, while you put in certain things here, and it kind of functions like a Mad Lib, but also it has a little bit of extra to it where it takes your name and it, I guess, scrambles it up and makes a random name out of those letters. And it also pings a different story based on the first letter of your name. So that's kind of how we created that. So we'll go forward with the test. My name is Parker. Gender, put M for male. Favorite color, blue. Location, Hawaii. Number 8. I'm going to put in 3 like for the characters. So I guess I'll just put in my own likes. So we'll do basketball, movies, and pizza. Sure. And then we'll do 3 dislikes. So I will go with peanuts. And then what else? We can do bad drivers. No one likes those. And rude people, sure. So once we have all that stuff in there, you'll see that there's a button for submitting it and a button for clearing it. I will hit the submit button. And here is our story. So I'll just read it real quick just so that you can see the certain parts that are in here. It says, a long time ago there lived a man. His name was R. So those are the 3 letters it took from my name. He lived in a little blue house in Hawaii. This was his favorite place in the world, so he never wanted to leave. He loved this place so much because it had all of his favorite things, basketball, movies, and pizza. I will never go anywhere else, thought R. Then one day a mysterious wizard appeared in R's home. This wizard spoke to R and said, you need to learn to live outside your comfort zone every once in a while. He waved his wand 8 times, and poof! Before R knew it, he was sitting in a chair in a weird, cold room. As he looked around, he began to see all of the things he hates. Peanuts, bad drivers, and even rude people. This is the worst, he thought. This is the worst, he thought. The wizard came back after a few days. R begged him to send his butt back to Hawaii. The wizard said, not until you learn your lesson. Eventually, R learned to love the things he once hated. The wizard finally came back again and offered R a chance to go back to his home. This is my home. I am right where I want to be, said R. R finally learned his lesson. The end. So you'll see that throughout, it put all of the likes, dislikes, the favorite color, the favorite number, all that fun stuff in here to make the story. Um, so we were pretty proud of that, and I was also pretty proud of we were able to make it so that depending on the gender, if the person put in M for male or F for female, it would put in things like he and he there and send him. So there's certain things in there that were a little bit more difficult to make just because of that. It wasn't just a simple insert male or female into each of those parts. You had to make it different. So we were able to make that. And yeah, so there's 3 different stories based on the first letter of the name that you put in there. And that's just kind of how we created that. And so I guess the main thing in terms of challenges that we faced, coding wise, we didn't really face too many challenges. We were able to work together as a team to get this made. Our biggest challenge, honestly, though, was at the very beginning. It was just more miscommunication. 2 of the 4 people in our group thought that this project was going to be a little different than it actually was, and the other 2 thought it was going to be something else. And so um, it wasn't until a couple weeks into it that we we realized that we were working on different types of projects, and so to speak. So once we kind of got together and realized that, we were able to decide what specifically we wanted to do for the project, and kind of clear up that miscommunication. So I would say what we learned from that issue or that miscommunication there is, in the future, I would say what we would do is when we first meet and go over the what the plan is, have every member of the group explicitly say what they want or what they think the project is. That way, if anybody in the group notices someone says something a little off or a little weird, you can talk it out. So I just think getting on a call and having everyone explain what they think the project is would have helped greatly. So hindsight 2020, of course, but this project really helped us not only learn about coding and learn how to implement the code we've learned this year, but it also helped a ton with how to work in a team and how to work with multiple people who have different ideas and who have different schedules and all that fun stuff. So I think that was one of the biggest takeaways from this project, aside from the coding itself. And so there you have it.